Welcome to Yes TV. Let's talk to Dr Charlie from Harley, a man who's got more letters after his name than in his name. Dr Charlie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Moose.
Right, let's kick off. We've got 5 different areas to talk through today. The first one, Mr Muhammad Ali and Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm a boxer, is that more likely to occur because of all the punches to the head?
Yeah, it's really interesting. There's always been a joke that older boxers don't end up being commentators because their speech is slurred and they're not as fast-witted as you should be to be a commentator in a sport. And there's a term in boxing called punchy, and what they mean is that somebody's been knocked to the head too much and their whole cerebral processing and thinking has slowed down. Now, Parkinson's itself isn't necessarily automatically linked to boxing, and in Ali's case, we don't know fully whether it was definitely the boxing, but the probability and the likelihood is high. The only way we definitely know is if he'd had a post-mortem and someone had looked at his brain and saw hemorrhages or amyloid deposits that you might associate with Parkinson's disease. And because he's a Muslim, that's very unlikely to have occurred. So to some extent, we will never know. But the thing I always say to people, keep in mind that Michael J. Fox, the actor, also got Parkinson's at a young age, and obviously he wasn't a boxer, he was an actor. So Parkinson's as a disease can occur at different age groups. Some people we don't really know what causes it. Some people we know that it's caused by deposition of a protein product called amyloid, and in some people we know it's after use of certain drugs. Some amphetamine type related drugs will give you a Parkinson's-like syndrome over time. So the problem with the condition is that it slows you down, basically.
Right.
It slurs your speech. With your hands, you get a characteristic pill rolling movement and a Parkinsonian tremor. You walk with a shuffle, and you're more likely to fall. And because you're more likely to fall, then you get injuries. Now, the interesting thing with Parkinson's, although someone has a fixed facial expression, they may even be drooling, and they're sitting there in the corner, everyone thinks their brain isn't working, but their brain is working. Right. So they can hear everything you're saying, they can understand it most of the time, but the problem is they can't respond. I saw a really brilliant man, SAS, at the weekend at a barbecue. Exactly that, drooling in the corner, a lot of people thinking that he wasn't taking things in, but he was taking things in. And it's almost like a Stephen Hawking's type locked-in syndrome.
Right.
And I think the thing we should really make an effort to do is help them communicate. So we've helped Stephen Hawkins communicate with his special devices, but I don't see any reason at all why scientists and medical scientists shouldn't be working on helping people with Parkinson's disease communicate.
Punch drunk.
Yeah.
Is that as it sounds?
Yeah, that's right. So what they're saying is really that when you're drunk, you slur, you walk unsteadily, you can't get your words out and all of that. So too much boxing can lead to a syndrome very similar to that. And it's very interesting because I've just been reading Ali's autobiography, The Greatest, at the weekend. And of course it was written many years before the onset of his Parkinson's disease. And he actually said, I believe that heavyweight boxers should be wearing headgear.
Right.
So that's Ali actually saying it many years before he suffered the consequences or the probable consequences of too many punches to the head.
Understood.